Good afternoon, everyone. Yes, just on the live chat, I was just asked, are you in the school today? Yes, we are, and you can see behind me, we've got the old word wall there, so we are in the English room for today. And why? Why am I not at home? Well, today we are packing. So packing, we've got lots of things to do, and if I'll just turn the camera around, maybe you can see we're packing, we're taking everything off the shelves, putting all the books in boxes. So we're going to be quite busy this afternoon after our lovely Kahoot for the weekend. Now, I started just a little bit early today because I just wanted to check that we had no problems with the Wi-Fi here at school and things like that. So guys, just let me know if you can hear me okay. I think it should be fine, but I think my microphone's working okay. But if it's okay, you can hear me, just send me a quick message saying okay. And I just want to check that before we start. And so guys, today's Kahoot. Before we get going with that, a couple of things in our Google Classroom. It looks like someone's just popped in with something here. Okay, Alpha, he posted earlier, he, in our Google Classroom, has posted this lovely picture which is all about Tanabata. You're thinking, what's Tanabata? It's actually a Japanese festival, and as Alpha commented, he said it's kind of like a Valentine's Day ceremony or festival for boys and girls in Japan. So thanks for that, Alpha. That's fantastic. And yeah, if you want to have a look at that in more detail, you go into our Google Classroom. Also, guys, before we start today, I do need to talk to you about sharing Cahoots, because lots of you over the last few weeks, as we saw, showing us your Cahoots that you would want us to play, and I want to play them, but we're having problems sharing them. Now, so if you go into our Google Classroom later, and if you find this post, how to share a Kahoot, guys, if you make a Kahoot, then click on this, and just maybe with Mum and Dad, read through and have a little look, because it says here, if you're a child account holder, so if you made your Kahoot account and you said, for example, you're 8 years old or 10 years old, you can't share with me or anyone else. So you might need to change it from a child account to an adult account. So just ask Mum and Dad if they can help you. And then it tells you on this page how to share. So if you want to send it to me, or anyone else, you can share the link. So it's got information here how to do that, and all of this information is, of course, here in how to share link in our Google Classroom, guys. So for Madeline and quite a few other students now who've made accounts, have a little read of that, check to see if you have a child account or not. And then we can talk about it next week, and I'll just talk to you at school about it next week. Okay, guys, so that's something that's quite important, because I do want us to play your great Kahoots. But we're not going to do that today, hopefully next week. So today, it's classic movies. And someone in the live chat was just saying, well, what does classic mean? And I'm not sure if this... we don't want to simplify it. Traditional Chinese. I don't know if this helps, but let's have a listen. What does it say?
经典电影
Oh,
经典电影
well, I'm guessing that's Mandarin, not Cantonese, but hopefully you get the idea. Classic movies, guys. It's really famous, sometimes old, but not always old. Movies that were really popular, really good, and just everyone remembers. So we're talking about classic children's movies in today's Kahoot. So guys, in the live chat, if you can tell me some of your favourites, your classic children's movies. I'm guessing lots of the girls would probably say Frozen, maybe. I'm not sure what the boys are going to say. There's a lot of kind of action hero movies out there at the moment as well. So let me know in the live chat what your favourite movies are. And while you're doing that, you can also get into our Kahoot, because we're going to start playing in a minute. This is the one. I mean, you can see some of the famous characters here, little minions there. So let's load up, and we'll give you 2 minutes to let everyone get in. And the number for today's movie Kahoot is dun, 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 202116. Did I say that right? 202116. Okay, guys, give you a couple of minutes and let me look in the live chat. Okay, classic movies. Madeline's saying Snow White. Ah, very nice. And Marcus is saying Mary Poppins. Okay. Although check your spelling on that, Marcus. Mary Poppins. It's a bit like onions. Poppins. That's an old one though, isn't it? That's very old, that one. What about the rest of you guys? Alright. Have we got any players in yet? Okay, there are a few coming in. Alright. So yes, Alpha, I'm not sure if you were on when we first started, but I was telling everyone about your fantastic Tanabata picture at the start today. Thank you for posting that in the Google Classroom. Now guys, I'm just going to move myself out of the way, as always, so we can see the screen nice and clearly for our Kahoot. So, children's classic movies. What else have we got? Let's have a look at the live chat. Any other favourites? What about one that I liked? I thought it was a great film. Finding Nemo. Did anybody ever watch that one? That was maybe, 10 years ago? 15? It's quite a long time for you guys, but it's a classic. Ah, Mavin, he likes planes 1 and 2. And in the live chat, Toti's noticed, yes, he's at the English room. I am, Toti, because I was just telling everyone, we are packing, getting ready for the summer. Have a look. The English room is going to be very empty after today. Because next year we've got new furniture coming. So the English room is going to look pretty cool and colourful. And Madeline says, let's start, please. All right, let's go. She's right. All right, here we go. Number 1. Toy Story. Who does Woody belong to in Toy Story? Classic movie this, wasn't it? So, who does Woody belong to in Toy Story? Does anyone know? Is it Billy, Andrew, Andy, or Randy? I tell you, I have no idea. I don't know. Did you watch Toy Story? Have you seen it? How many Toy Stories are there now? 3 or 4? It was Andy. It seems most of you know that, so I'm guessing most of you have watched it. Toy Story is one of the movies that actually I have not seen. So maybe in the live chat, or maybe next week back at school, if you come and find me, you can actually tell me exactly what happens in the Toy Story stories. All right, top 5. Well, no surprise, we've got the usual suspects in the top 5, but Marcus from 4B, he's top of the tree after that one. Let's try number 2. I mentioned this before. Finding Nemo. What is the name of the father in Finding Nemo? That's this guy, isn't it? The kind of orange and white little fella. So what's his name? Marvin, Marty, Martin, or Marlin? That's a tricky one. Toti's asking, is this game talking about movies? Yes, indeed it is. It's all about children's classics. So, only 4 got it. Marlin. Yes, he's a very, very important character in that story, Nemo's dad. And his name was Marlin. Only 4 got it. Did it change things? Yes, it did. A little bit, but not much. Okay, let's try question 3. Oh my goodness, this is a super classic. Snow White, isn't it? Which of these is not one of the 7 dwarfs? There is a spelling mistake there as well, guys. It should be V-E-S, I think. Is it Smiley, Bashful, Dopey, or Sleepy? So, which of these names is not one of the 7 dwarfs? Oh, this is difficult. Again, I don't know the answer. I can't remember all the names of the 7 dwarfs, but I think it's probably not red or green, right? Was the dwarf called Smiley? Was the one called Sleepy? Oh. Smiley. Oh. Wow, well, this is a difficult quiz today, isn't it? So, there was no dwarf called Smiley. But that means that there were 3 dwarfs called Dopey, Sleepy, and Bashful. Okay, well, I've learnt something there. Malvina, she's jumped into top spot with her brother in 2nd place. And Alvin from 2B, he has managed to jump into the top 5. Right then, guys. Difficult quiz. Lion King. Oh, this is terrible. This is so difficult. What is the name of the famous Lion King song? Is it... Now, I'm sorry guys, I'm going to say these very badly. Is it Hakuna Matata? Is it Hakuna Matata? Hankuna Matata? Or is it Hankuna Matata? Oh, I have no idea. What about you? Oh, well, there you go, guys. Hankuna Matata. I think maybe later I'll have to go onto YouTube and find that song and just listen to see how they actually say that. But 5 of you got it. Well done. Has it changed things? A little bit of change. Abigail's back in the top 5 and Alvin is up to 3rd place. But Maven and Malvina, the twins, they're still way ahead at the top. All right, question 5. Oh, super old classic. In The Wizard of Oz, What is the Tin Man looking for? Is he looking for a brain, a heart, courage, or a way home? Now, some students last year, I believe, went to the theatre and watched the play, The Wizard of Oz. But I'm not sure if any of those students are on our live stream today. It was a heart. Yes, the Tin Man. He had no heart because he was made of tin. Right then, has this changed things? Mavin's jumped ahead of his sister. Well done to you. And Alpha's moved up a place, up to 4th place. Are these guys going to stay there? Now. Which of these is not a feeling from Inside Out? Now, this is quite new, this film, isn't it? Within the last, 2 years? I didn't see it, though. But which feeling is not in there? Disgust, fear, sadness, or jealousy? Some very negative feelings there. Jealousy. Well, 6 of you got it. Well done to you guys. Actually, maybe you can tell me if you went to the movie theatre, the cinema, or if you watched it at home. Maybe you can tell me if this is a good movie or not. Inside Out. Did you watch it? Is it good? Let me know in the live chat. All right, guys. Any change? Abigail's moved up again. She's up to 4th place. Right, question 7. Oh, my goodness. Have a guess. What year was The Incredibles released? So, The Incredibles movie, the first one. When was the first one? And look at this. 2003, 4, 5, 6. This makes me feel so old. Because I remember The Incredibles, but I don't remember which year. Any ideas? We got a question from Madeline in the live chat. She says, what is the difference between pupil and student? Well, Madeline, basically, there's no difference, really. But I think when you get older, maybe when you go to high school, you will be called a student. But maybe here at primary school, your first school, you might be called a pupil or a student. All right, interesting question. Okay, now then, it was 2004. I'm guessing there were some lucky people just pressing yellow there because, I had no idea, and I'm sure most of you were not born when that was released. Anyway, Abigail did well on that, and Alpha, because they have moved up. Let's try question 8. Name one of the minions. Haha, we love the minions. But can you name one of them? And we've got 4 choices here: Bob, Stuart, Gru, and Mickey. Just need to get one of those names right. One of the minions. Yep, Bob or Stuart. Those are 2 of the minions. Wasn't Gru, was it? Gru is the he's like the super bad guy, yeah, who's actually very funny in the movie. Yeah, Gru. I think that's right. And I can't remember who Mickey is. Does anyone know anything about Mickey? I don't. Anyway, Bob, Stuart. 2 minions' names. Did this change things? Okay, Marcus has moved back up into the top 5. All right, let's try number 9. This is quite a new film, isn't it? Who voiced the genie in Aladdin? Oh, I don't know this. Hang on, is this a new film? Or not? Well, guys, have a guess. Have you watched this film, Aladdin? I have not. And is there like a very new one, and is this one like an old one? I just look at the picture. I just feel that looks a little bit old for some reason. Anyway, it was Robin Williams. Okay, only 2 of you got that. That was super difficult, wasn't it? I had no idea. And well, not much change. Just Marcus moving up a place. Okay. Let's try number 10. Now, this is a very, very old film. Probably 30 years ago. But it's so famous. Home Alone. Have you seen it? And what are the names of the 2 robbers from Home Alone? Wow. Is it Harry and Mark? Harry and Marv? Barry and Marv, or Barry and Clark? Have a guess. This is too tough for me. I remember the movie, but I don't remember the robbers' names. These 2 guys, the bad guys. Harry and Marv. Only 2 got it. I'm sure they were guessing as well. Well, it was a lucky guess. Well done. And no change at all at the top 5. All right, let's try number 11. What movie features a mouse who can cook? Or what movie has a mouse who can cook? This guy. Oh my goodness. Do you know this film? The film is called Ratatouille. Ratatouille. So how do you spell it? Oh my goodness. Have a guess. Ratatouille. This is a French or Italian word, isn't it? It's a type of... I think it's French. It's kind of pasta, yeah? Ratatouille. Have a guess. Okay, in the live chat, we're getting some comments about Aladdin. Maven saying it should be Will Smith. Yes, so this is the new Aladdin, right, with Will Smith. And the question we had there in this Kahoot was about the old Aladdin. So they change, they make the movies again, right? They make them, and then years later they try and do it again. All right, anyway, Ratatouille, that was the name of the mouse in the film Ratatouille. That's how you spell it. This is probably not one of the words that you really, really need to know to improve your English, to be honest. But there you go. 4 of you got it, and no actual change in positions. Number 12. Very old classic. This was a famous movie when I was at primary school myself. So E.T. was released in which decade? Decade, of course, means like the 70s, the 80s, the 90s, the 2000s. Of course, now we are in 2020, so we're in the 20s. That's the decade we've just started. When was E.T. A movie? When did it come out? Like I say, when I was at primary school myself. And I am quite old now. It was the 1980s, yes. I think it was early 1980s. Such a famous film, E.T. Have you seen it? I mean, it's such an old film. I'm interested to know if you have watched it. It was a super, super big film back in the 1980s. Okay, Alvin has moved up into 4th place. Let's try number 13. Ooh, what type of food does Wallace like? Wallace and Gromit. Do you know these guys? I think they've done a few films, a few movies now, but they're a little bit old as well. But they are classics. So what type of food does Wallace like? Is it cake, biscuits, cheese and cabbage? And by the way, which one is Wallace? And which one is Gromit? Is that Wallace, or is this Wallace? Gromit? Who's who? Do you know? And Lily from 2B saying, oh, this is very hard. And Madeline too, it is a tricky one this week, isn't it? Cheese. Well, guys, if you didn't see the movie, then it's difficult to know, isn't it? So, yeah. But yeah, he likes cheese. All right. We're almost done, guys. And, oh, Abigail suddenly, she's on a streak. She's pushed up into 2nd place. Marcus has moved up to 4th. All right, guys. Just 2 questions left. Harry Potter. What is the 2nd Harry Potter film? Is it The Chamber of Secrets, The Prisoner of Azkaban, The Philosopher's Stone, or The Order of the Phoenix? Well, for you Harry Potter fans out there, I think you will know this one. In the live chat, Madeline's asking, have we almost finished the live chat, the live stream? And yes, we're nearly there, Madeline. I sense you're very tired from this Kahoot today. Very tricky, yeah. right. The Chamber of Secrets. Well, 7 of you, most of you got it. You big Harry Potter fans. Alpha's into top 5. Last question. Charlie and the Chocolate Factory. What years were the 2 Chocolate Factory movies released? Now, you all know Charlie and the Chocolate Factory. There was an old movie, and then there was the newer one. But that's still a bit old now. But when? Look at this guy. This was the old Willy Wonka. And this is the new one. But when? Have a guess, guys. I can tell you now, I don't know the answer. I think the winner today is probably going to be a little bit lucky. It's such tricky questions. Okay, it was in fact, there you go, 1971 and 2005. So if anybody in the future ever asks you, hey, when were the 2 Chocolate Factory movies made? You know the answer, 1971 and 2005. All right, guys, let's have a look at our winners. 3rd place, Malvina. Good try, Malvina, well done. 2nd place, Abigail, her classmates there, but the winner. 11 out of 15, Maven. All of you from Class 3C. Wow, doing well today, with Marcus and Alpha making up the top 5. Okay, guys, we're going to finish there for today. I need to pack all the English room boxes and get ready for, we've only got 3 more weeks, right? And then it's a summer holiday. So guys, listen, have a great weekend. And remember, if you want to post anything and tell us about your favourite movies, you can, of course, go into our Google Classroom and you can post something about your favourite movies, why you like them in here. And we'll be back next Friday. I'm not sure what we're going to do on the Cahoots yet. I'll talk to you guys next week, and also I'll need to talk to you more as well at school. I'll come and find you about sharing your Cahoots with us. So guys, please check that information if you have not done that. All right, guys, let's just check the live chat. We'll say bye-bye. So have a good weekend, and we'll see you. I'll see you all back at school on Monday. Okay, guys, see you then. Bye-bye.